So at the beginning of every single year, there will always be a new video that talks about the best credit cards for that year. So it's only right for me to do one too. It's really difficult to find which credit cards are actually the best because everybody's situation and goals are a bit different. So my top picks are gonna be a little bit different from Sebi's, Ben, or Graham's, or pretty much anybody in the personal finance space. The people who are gonna get the most value from this video are people who have good to excellent credit. So if your credit score is around 670 or higher, most of these credit cards should apply to you. If you have anything less than that, you may wanna work on your credit either by building it up, fixing any delinquencies, or just watching my videos to help you rebuild your credit. This video is gonna be broken down into 4 parts. The first one is gonna be no annual fee cards, business cards, and then some honorable mentions towards the end. If you'd like to support the channel and help me keep making videos like this, I do have links down in the description. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first card that we're going to be starting off with will be the Chase Freedom Flex credit card. At the making of this video, this credit card gives you a $200 bonus after you spend $500 in purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. From an ROI standpoint, this is roughly around 40%. With that, you also got a 0% APR for 15 months from the account opening on purchases and balance transfers, and then after that, it will just be a variable APR. Now, this credit card is going to be a little bit different compared to the other ones on the list because this one has rotating categories. You can earn 5% cash back up to $1,500 in combined purchases in bonus categories each quarter that you activate. So the key here is that you got to make sure that they are activated. If not, that additional cash back will not be earned. For instance, at the making of this video, during the first quarter, the 5% cash back is towards groceries and eBay. You also get 5% cash back on travel purchases in the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3% cash back on drugstores and dining, and you also get an unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchases. So with this credit card, normally you would want to have a credit score of around 670 and above, so this is the good to excellent range. This is also a good starter card as well, especially if you are trying to get into the Chase ecosystem. So actually, this is one of my favorite credit cards that I keep in my daily rotation, and the reason behind this is that I really like Chase Ultimate Reward points. If you have different Chase credit cards as well, which I will go over later in this video, you can get much more value from your points when you transfer them to different partners. For instance, not too long ago, I went to Mexico and stayed at the Cape in Cabo. Normally, this hotel room is roughly around $500 to $700 per day. But I was able to stay there for only 25,000 points per night. Each Chase point is usually worth around 1 cent. So from a valuation standpoint, after transferring my points, they're worth around 2 to 2.5 cents. But again, this does take some knowledge and know-how. I personally do like Hyatt hotels, that's why I have a little bit of a bias towards Chase. Now let's keep it moving with our next card on the list, which will be the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. With this credit card, you get a $200 cash reward bonus when you spend $1,000 in purchases within the first 3 months. Additionally, you get a 0% APR for 15 months on purchases and qualifying balance transfers. Now with this credit card, the reward system is pretty self-explanatory. You just earn an unlimited 2% cash back on all of your purchases. There are plenty of other 2% cashback cards out there, but the reason why I picked the Active Cash Card over them is that the introductory offers are much better than the ones that are out there. The thing is that most credit card issuers who give out 2% cashback, they rarely ever give you any additional bonuses or perks. I would recommend having a credit card in your wallet where you can earn 2% cashback on other categories. So for me, I have the Navy Federal Flagship Credit Card. The main reason why I did not mention this in this video because due to the fact that not everybody has a relationship with the military and it won't apply to everyone. So when it comes down to the credit score, you want to be in the good to excellent range, which is above 670. The next card that we will be talking about will be the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. With this credit card, they'll give you a $200 online cash reward bonus after you make at least $1,000 in purchases within the first 90 days of the account opening. That's about a 20% ROI. This credit card also has a 0% intro APR for the first 15 billing cycles on purchases and balance transfers made within the first 60 days of the account opening. Then after that, there will just be a variable APR. Where this card gets very interesting is how you earn your rewards. You earn 3% cash back in your category of choice. These categories include gas, online shopping, dining, travel, drugstores, or home improvement and furnishings. The reason why I like this card so much is that you can earn 3% cash back on online shopping. There are not that many credit cards out there that give you that much cash back for online spending. Given the modern day and age where a lot of shopping is done online nowadays, 3% cash back on online shopping is a game changer. You also get 2% cash back on groceries and wholesale clubs and 1% cash back on other purchases. But there is a caveat for the 3 and 2% cash back categories as you can only earn that amount on the first $2,500 each quarter. Another thing that's special about this card is that if you're already a client with Bank of America, depending on how big your balance is, you can earn anywhere between 25 to 75% more on cash back for your purchases. So if you were to have $100,000 or more in your accounts, your 3% category can go up to 5.25%, and your 2% category can go up to 3.5%. So when it comes down to credit scores for this credit card, this is a very good intro card, especially if you're already a client with Bank of America. But normally individuals with good credit scores should be able to qualify. But I've seen many people qualify for this card as their first credit card and also with just an ITIN rather than just a social security number. Now we're going to be moving to credit cards that have an annual fee. But don't worry, a lot of these benefits come along with these cards will make you break even or very close to it. The next card that I wanted to mention will be the Capital One VENTUREX Rewards credit card. I'm currently tapped out of my credit card applications at the current moment, but whenever my hard inquiries do clear up and I have the ability to, I would definitely want to apply for this card. So first off, this credit card does have an annual fee of $395. So if you think this is expensive, it is not as much as you may think. Whenever you do sign up, you can earn 100,000 miles for spending $10,000 in purchases within the first 6 months. This may be a lot for some, but if you are planning a trip or having any big purchases coming up, then it should not be that difficult to hit this in 6 months. So each mile is valued at about 1 cent, so 100,000 points would be worth $1,000. You also get a $300 annual travel credit for bookings through the Capital One travel portal. So if you were to travel at least once a year, I don't think most people will have a problem with this, so it shouldn't be that difficult to use this credit. So currently they do have this $200 vacation rental credit, which is a limited time offer. Some of the examples to use this credit would be Airbnb and VRBO. I think this is more of an intro offer for this card since it will entice people to sign up, but I wouldn't consider this benefit going on for year 2. Additionally, after your first anniversary year, you earn 10,000 bonus miles, which is equal to about $100 in travel. You also get lounge access and credit for TSA PreCheck or global entry. So when it's all said and done, if you were to hit up the minimum spend and use all of the benefits, you should walk away with roughly around $1,500 worth of value. Minus the annual fee of $395, this should turn out to be around $1,105. But when year 2 comes around, even with the annual travel credits and anniversary bonus, the valuation will still sit at $400. So technically, Capital One is giving you $5 just to maintain the card. Now, with this credit card, you want to have an excellent credit score, so in the ranges of 740 and above. Now let's keep it moving with our next card, which will be the AMEX Gold. This is absolutely one of my favorite cards at the current moment because there's a pretty sweet deal that's going around where you can earn 75,000 points and also receive 20% back as statement credit on purchases made at restaurants worldwide, up to $250 during the first full year of membership. But the way to get this offer is to sign up the card through Resi. I will link it down in the description below, so whenever you're watching this video, it may or may not be still active. But either way, the majority of the time, you can get at least 60,000 points as a welcome offer. So to get the full value of the $250 cash back, you would have to spend at least $1,250 within the first year. I'm pretty sure that the majority of us out there can't hit this. So as for the intro offer, to get the 75,000 membership reward points, you have to spend $4,000 on eligible purchases within the first 6 months. So for me, I have the Rose Gold card. But for some reason, it kind of looks more copper to me compared to a pinkish gold, but either way, I think it's pretty fly. So some of the perks that come along with this card is that you get $120 of Uber Cash, where you get $10 per month, and you can use this for Uber Rides or Uber Eats. You also get an extra $120 dining credit, where you also get $10 per month. Some of them include Grubhub, Shake Shack, and a Cheesecake Factory. Since I live in a large metro area in SoCal, I don't have a problem maxing out all those credits. And also, if you eat out at least twice a month, you should be able to fully redeem them. As for the reward system, you earn 4x at restaurants, 4x at supermarkets, up to $25,000 per calendar year, and 3x on airlines booked directly through airlines or through AMEX Travel. The thing about this card is that there is an annual fee of $250, but if you were to use all of the credits, effectively is only 10 bucks. So the break-even point for this card is to spend at least $250 dining or at supermarkets. But aside from the benefits and the perks, I think this is a pretty good looking card. The next credit card that will be on the list will be the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. You know how I mentioned that if you have the right Chase card, you can get a lot more value for your points? This is a card that I wanted to mention. So before I get into that, with this card you can earn 60,000 bonus points after you spend $4,000 in purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. Normally Chase Ultimate Reward points are valued at 1 cent per point. So you may be thinking that 60,000 bonus points will be equivalent to $600. Well, it's actually $750. The reason being is that with this credit card, your points get a 25% boost. So instead of 1 point being worth 1 cent, it's actually worth 1.25 cents. Another perk that you get is that you can earn up to $50 in hotel credits on each anniversary year for hotel stays that you book through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. So as an additional value, for each account anniversary year, you earn bonus points equal to 10% of the total purchases that you made in the previous year. So for instance, if you were to spend $25,000 on purchases in 2022, then the following year, you get 2,500 bonus points, which is equivalent to around $31. Now let's break down the reward system. You earn 5x on travel purchase through the Chase portal, 3x on dining, online grocery, and streaming, 2x on travel purchases, and 1x on other purchases. On the downside, this credit card does have an annual fee of $95, but effectively, if you were to use a hotel credit once a year, depending on how much money that you spent, you can actually get pretty close to breaking even. Since this is more of a premium travel credit card, you will want to have an excellent credit score, so 740 and above. So now let's move on to business credit cards. So the first one we're going to discuss will be the American Express Blue Business Cash Card, also known as the BBC. So currently with this card, you can earn a $250 statement credit after you make $3,000 in purchases within the first 3 months. There's also a 0% intro APR on purchases for 12 months once the account has been opened, then after that, it will just be a variable rate. You also earn 2% cash back on all eligible purchases up to $50,000 per calendar year. It's pretty straightforward, so after that, it will just be 1%. This is my to-go business credit card, since it's pretty simple. I think that 2% up to $50,000 should be enough for small business owners, but again, you really gotta pick a card depending on your spending. So just like the other AMEX credit cards, you want your credit to be within the good to excellent range. So the next business credit card that I would recommend will be Capital on Tap. This credit card also have a sign-on bonus where you can receive $200 after you spend $15,000 within the first 3 months. This is not as competitive as other credit cards, but it's still a great no annual fee business card. The main reason why I recommend this card is that the reward system is simple at 1.5% cashback on all of your purchases. Another reason why I like this card is that the application process is streamlined for business owners. They want business owners to be in business more than 6 months, make at least $2,500 in monthly revenue, and be incorporated. Also, there's no hard inquiry when you apply. Now, let's go over some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention will be the Citi Custom Cash Card. At the making of this video, there's currently a sign-up offer of $200 whenever you spend $750 on purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. There's also an intro 0% APR for the first 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. What makes this card unique is that you can earn 5% cash back on the highest eligible spend category each billing cycle up to $500, then after that, it will just be 1%. If you are wanting to maximize the 5% cash back on the $500 spend, you would just get $25. I think this card is good for situations for specific categories that you don't get with other cards. So as for the credit score, you want to be in the good to excellent range, so 670 and above. Now the next honorable mention will be the Amazon Prime Rewards credit card. You rarely ever see this card in any top credit cards list whenever you look at blogs or anything like that. It's probably due to the fact that affiliate marketers don't get a commission from promoting this card. But anyways, depending on when you apply for this card, you may get an Amazon gift card. At the making of this video, you can get a $100 Amazon gift card instantaneously upon approval. Even though this credit card gets promoted as a no annual fee card, which is technically true, you can only maintain this card if you have an Amazon Prime account. If you end up discontinuing your service, your card will be downgraded to the basic Amazon Rewards card. Now let's break down the reward system. You get 5% cash back on Amazon and Whole Foods, 5% cash back at restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Also, depending on the time of year whenever you use this card, there may be a promotion where you can earn 10% cash back or more on selected products. I personally do have this card, and I do like it quite a bit since I do a lot of Amazon shopping, so if you are a Prime member, I think it is worth getting. So the credit score needed to get approved for this card should be within the good to excellent range, so your score should be above 670. Well, there you have it. If there are other credit cards that you felt like it should have been on the list and I didn't mention it, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to hang out with me some more, check out these videos over here.